Hey guys, Missy Kane here. So glad you're tuning in to Fit and Fun. We're going to have a great workout, a little different today. If you've got an indoor trainer, treadmill, whatever, you could stay on that. Or if you don't, you can work out with me. But Adam Newsom is a cyclist, so he is on his bike. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
And tell everybody who you are, where you live, where you did. You used to live in Atlanta.
I did.
Now
I
you're a
did.
Tennessean. Right?
I'm a Tennessean.
Yeah.
Moved to the mountains. I'm a mountain biker.
Yeah.
So that's what brought me here. So I work for Morristown Hamlin Healthcare System, which is a member of Covenant Health, and live in Morristown. And what my personal interest is mountain biking. So I thought Morristown was a great place to access a lot of good trail systems.
Oh, yes. And I think we got some pictures of Adam in some different areas where you guys could go out mountain biking or hiking like I like to do. But mountain biking is your thing, right?
It is.
And do y'all wear helmets the whole time, too, most of the time?
100% of the time.
Good.
Yeah, if you're on a mountain bike, you ought to have a helmet on. If you're on a road bike, you ought to have a
And
helmet
this,
on.
yeah, even some people wear knee pads and all that.
That's a picture of Knoxville. So these trails are actually here in town. That's part of Baker Creek Preserve.
Part of the urban wilderness, and you're part of Zorba. And tell people what Zorba is.
Zorba is a mountain bike chapter that really seeks to get new riders on the trail and then maintain our existing trails. Cut trees, make sure everything is safe and in shape on the trails.
And I don't do that. I like to mountain bike, and I stay low to the ground.
Yeah, this is probably a little more extreme version of typical mountain biking.
Right, and you were just up in, it's close to Wartburg area. Where were you?
So I was in Oliver Springs. We had a race this past weekend, Oliver Springs, which is near Oak Ridge.
Right.
It was put on by, there's actually a World Cup racer who lives here in Knoxville that organizes a lot of those races
up
at
that?
Windrock Bike Park.
Okay.
A guy by the name of Nico Mullally.
Okay, I'd like to meet him. But again, East Tennessee and even Middle Tennessee, different places have some good mountain bike areas. I know even Cumberland County has some great places, you know, down there. Chattanooga, of course.
Yeah, Chattanooga, of course. Yeah, really, Cumberland doesn't. Most of the Smoky Mountain National Park is hike only.
Right.
However, there are trails north in the state parks, such as Panther Creek State Park.
Right.
Knoxville has a lot of trails in town. I believe now there are over 30 miles of trail in the Knoxville area that you can access in a few minutes.
Anderson
from downtown.
County, Norris, like you mentioned, Norris and all that. Hall Ridge is great for hiking and biking. So anyway, we're going to march. This is going to be a little different. We're going to do like a warm-up right now, kind of easy marching or cycling, because I know my husband, he likes to do the trainer sometime. I mean, that's a great workout.
Yeah, I think of it this way. So if maybe there's a day that you got off work late and the sun's going down and you still want to get your workout in, you can jump on the trainer and get some miles in.
Right.
Or maybe the weather's bad. You want to go out in the rain, or it's cold, or maybe it's too hot. It's 95 degrees.
Right.
Sometimes it just makes more sense to do it inside.
Right. And that husband, he'll watch old movies, but he'll get a sweat on. So how we're going to get the sweat on is every once in a while I'm going to tell us to do a little bit quicker or a little bit harder, and we can do that on a step or marching out. Right now I just want, and Adam can join in too, we're going to like kind of stretch out that shoulder area a little bit. So, because I know you use your shoulders even a lot mountain biking.
I do, full body.
I have a little boo-boo on my elbow from coming down the Creeper Trail. And I tell people don't go too fast on those downhills, which I did. Luckily it was soft where I hit, and if you've never done the Creeper Trail up in Southwest Virginia, a lot of people, Abington gets our show too, and it's probably one of the top 10 rails to trails in the country.
It is.
It's gorgeous.
It's a destination for sure.
Just don't go Saturday, Sunday in the middle of the day, late afternoon, or the first one out is the best time because it's very crowded.
Are there wineries on that route?
Yes, Alvarado. We can do some big arm circles. Alvarado is about 10 miles up from the end at Abington. Lovely winery, and it's got great gifts, some neat things to buy for your kitchen and all that. And it's about a half mile off, because I'm up that way about at least 2 or 3 times a year. And the new River Trail is awesome. Galax, Virginia.
Right.
It's beautiful. It's a 45-mile rail to trail.
Even with the Creeper Trail, you come down off the mountain and you don't even have to climb the mountain. They'll actually shuttle you to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do both, but I'm a little nutty, so, and you would too.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use my step, and Adam's going to stay on the bike, and we're going to do about a minute and a half, just kind of a steady pace. So if you guys are with me, you can be on the step, or just marching back and forth. And I'm playing some cycling music today, so it's going to be a little quicker. Use those arms too if you're with me. But I always say, I think biking, don't you think, Adam, that we get some arm strength from just being on the bars?
For sure, definitely. You probably get a little more mountain biking than you do road biking, just because you have to turn the wheel a little more and then
and
deal with the terrain a little bit this way.
I had about 2,500 steps before we started, so I'm hoping to get at least 2,000 during this show. Now, if you're with me, every once in a while, change your lead leg. And if you don't have a step, just do the exact same thing I'm doing, but just exaggerate it. So you're just marching up and back, up and back. Good job. So our lower body is just taking a forward step and back. About 35 more seconds. Looking good out there. And I think intervals is the way to go too. It gets that heart rate going, makes the time go by quicker, which we all need because I get bored too easy. 10 more seconds. Looking good out there. You can do it. Okay, if you're with me, we're going to march it out. Go easy just for a little bit, and then we're going to do like 45 seconds, a little quicker pace. So again, if you're on the treadmill and you were doing like a 12-minute mile, you could increase it to an 11-minute mile. If you're on a bike, you could either crank up the resistance or... Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, 45 seconds at a quicker pace. You guys can do it. Good job. And again, you don't have to have a step. You can just jog in your living room, back and forth. I can shuffle. I don't run anymore, but I can shuffle. Good job. And again, we were talking earlier about Panther Creek, which is in Morristown, a great state park. And if you go on the website, tnstateparks.com, you can find all the state parks. And Adam's got a new trail map that is on a bandana that's very cool. $10. It is really nice. And you could, that money goes back to Panther Creek State Park friends and also a little bit back to Morristown Hamlet outreach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hand you this. We're supposed to be drinking our water. Let me take this off for you.
Very important. Stay hydrated. Whether you're outside, inside, stay hydrated because you don't want to get behind.
How long are some of your races? All different lengths?
It depends, yeah. There's some. I'll do some up to 60 miles. Mountain bike. Road can go up to 100. Enduro is more short track.
Right.
So it may only be a 10-mile day, but you'll also cover 6,000 or 7,000 feet of elevation.
Right.
So
you do need to stay hydrated and fuel up.
You have to.
Okay, we're going to do about a minute and a half, about normal pace, just a little quicker than a rest pace, which we're doing now. So just kind of ramp it up a little bit. I'm going to do some alternating knees. And again, you could do this off the step too. Step, knee. And Adam's going to make it just a little bit tougher for about a minute and a half. I don't know, some people watch videos of cycling when they're on the trainer. But I think kind of playing with intervals back and forth is one of the quickest ways to make it go where it's not boring. Good job, everybody. And Adam came from Atlanta area, right?
That's right. Yep. I spent a few years in Atlanta.
How's the traffic in Atlanta?
As good as always, from what I understand. Last I checked, it's
a little different in Morristown, isn't it?
It is different. I think it's for the best.
Oh, I'm off my beat. See, you don't have to stay on the beat. You're fine. So were you just job searching when you kind of were trying to think of a good job and something for biking?
Yeah, no, I was looking for more quality life from the job and quality life from the commute.
Right.
And closer to what I love. That's being outside.
And Tennessee has great area for hiking, biking, all sorts of outdoor activity.
It is, and I think it lends itself a lot to great weather. The climate's mild. The summers never get too hot, and the winters never get too cold.
If you dress right.
If you dress right, right.
30 more seconds, this moderate pace. Good job. I know I led a hike at Morristown, I think it was 2 Januaries ago. And I was proud of some of my folks because we had about 25 signed up. We had about 17 there because it was like 16 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
But by the time we got to the overlook, everybody had taken their outer layer off. I mean, you warm up so quickly. So if you dress in layers, you'll be fine. 5 more seconds. Okay, ease it up just a little bit. Kind of a rest period there. Kind of relax those shoulders. A little bit of a stretch there. And then we're going to go back to doing like 45 seconds at a good effort. And I'll show you guys, if you're on the step, what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is repeaters that you do 3 in a row, and the other side it's 1, 2, 3. That's a repeater, and you can do it on or off the step. Okay, starting right now, 45 seconds. Adam's going to go a little quicker.
I'm going to switch it up. If you're on a bike, you can do a 1-footer.
Okay, all right. So that is true. Like I had melanoma on the bottom of my foot in 2009, and I had a recumbent bike on my outside porch, and I literally did some hand weights and went really easy with one leg to give me some kind of activity.
Yeah. And it helps you with your really overall your stroke.
Really.
So it helps you stay smooth on the up, the down, the up, the down.
Because you want to, if you do clip in, you want to use your whole leg.
You want to pull up and you want to push down.
Not just pushing down.
Right. So you're more efficient with your stroke.
10 seconds. Look at the clock out there. These repeaters are a little tougher. 1 more. Okay, march it out or easy pedal. A little water break time. Here we go.
Thank you.
I will put this over here for you. This right here. All right, easy for another 10 seconds. And
Got me
then
sweating.
we're going to do about a minute and a half steady again.
Okay.
And this time I'm going to do a little bit different on my steady session. I'll show people on and off what they can do. If you're off the step, it's just a step together step. It's like this. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have a step, you do the same thing on the step. This would be a minute and a half, a little bit quicker for you on this bike instead of just being easy, a little bit harder. Ramp up your folks out there if you got the treadmill going or the bike. A little bit quicker pace or harder resistance for a minute 15 now. Good job. In Morristown, if you've not been there, easy to get to up I-40 or Anderson, going through like Jefferson County area.
You can go through Jefferson City.
Carson Newman area.
It's a little more scenic drive and not so fast and not so busy.
It is. I came
enjoy
back
that
from
way.
a hike with Adam on Saturday, and it was so pretty. Farmland out there, Jefferson County, Hamlin County.
Not a lot of traffic. It's a nice drive.
And I will say this too, if you guys like to paddle, I know this last summer, our friends from River Sports Outfitters did a partnership with Panther Creek where in the summertime you can rent paddle boards, kayaks, and they have canoes there anyway. Great place for paddling.
So the Panther Creek State Park sits right on the Cherokee Reservoir, which is almost 40 miles long. So it's a pretty big lake, but it's really
beautiful.
pretty. It runs between the mountains there.
So many little islands that you look
There's
over
so
on
many
the
little islands, yeah.
10 more seconds. Good job, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go easy, march it out. Alrighty, we're going to do 45 seconds, kind of as fast as you can go. You're too fast, so maybe 3/4 speed for you. And instead of doing just stepping up and down, again, I'm going to do those repeaters and really get my arms going. If you get your arms going a lot more while you're doing step or walking, it really burns off more calories. 45 seconds starting now. Good job. I'm doing the repeater. Get that heart rate up. Burn some calories. Oh, there goes my fast
There
music.
it is.
30 seconds. Good job. $15. I'm sweating.
Don't forget to breathe.
5 seconds. Okay, ease it up a little bit. Woo! You got that handy dandy towel there if you're sweating too
Yep.
much. Little water break. So Zorba, they have different chapters, and it's Appalachian Mountain Bike Club, right? Is the one around here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about 9-10 more minutes on the show, guys, so y'all are doing good. Ease it up a little bit, stretch it out maybe. Even Adam could stretch it out a little bit like this on the bike with your shoulders. Good posture here. Okay, we're gonna go back to that minute and a half kind of steady state. And on this one, guys, I'm gonna do like a hamstring curl. So hamstring curl just looks like this, where you're pulling your heel back behind you. That's a hamstring curl, like that. And if you're using your step, it's just gonna be back and forth, up. All right, minute and a half, steady state. And I know Casey Armstrong has been on Fit and Fun, and she is from Morristown area, and she is like one of the top cyclists in the country.
In the country, she is.
And she went to a college. There is a college close to you guys that I think it was King College.
I believe she went King University.
Yes, and they have bike scholarships, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That
They
was so
still
cool.
do. Yeah, they still have very competitive collegiate cycling teams. They host a variety of events throughout the year, from what I understand, and you don't have to be a collegiate racer to compete in some of their events,
Okay.
which is really neat. So you see a lot of young kids, 13, 14 years old, competing at a collegiate level prior to college,
Wow.
with the hopes of being picked up by the collegiate team, just like you would see in baseball or
Yeah.
football.
That is
pretty neat.
That is so new to me. But I think Casey is gone to world championship events and placed.
She has.
Was a cheerleader at one time at Morristown, Hamlin, I think West. I know there's East and West. Very athletic, obviously. She dates David Bassett, who's also one of the top cyclists. He was in the Pro-Am cycling race, and Nationals came to Knoxville this past year, coming back again. And David made the cut for the pro group, so that was exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing good, guys. 10 more seconds. Okay, march it out, a little bit easy. And then that 45-second quick is coming up in just a little bit. And I'm gonna do repeater hamstring curls while Adam goes faster on the bike. 45 seconds, starting in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So. Whew. And if you don't want to do the step, you could just march faster, kind of jog in place. But like Adam said, something like this is good to do on a rainy day, or a day when you got the kids around, you can't really get out, but you have some equipment in your upstairs playroom.
Or you just want to catch up on Netflix,
Yeah.
but you don't want to feel lazy.
5 seconds. Okay, march it out, ease it up there, Adam. Little water break. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Whew. And I think a lot of places too, a lot of cities, Morristown, Knoxville, Chattanooga, other places, Nashville, are having bike clubs that are trying to get kids involved and learn how to do it safely, right?
Definitely. No, I have several friends who race on national and world levels that are very involved in these projects.
Right.
And a lot of it's building little cycling teams. That's where you look at it. A lot of kids from ages 5 up to 18
Right.
will join these teams.
And some of the bikes are so little, but they're close
so
to the ground,
tiny.
you know?
Yep.
So,
But kids learn so well at that age. So by the time they're my age, their world's better than I am. So it's interesting to see it, the talent levels at that age. But those groups are becoming more and more common.
And all right, we're going to do a minute and a half at that steady state, just a little bit. I'm going to do a step kick. And again, with a step kick, you could do it on or off the step. It's just a step kick. And this is going to be for a minute 25 now. I know with Casey and some of the gals, they're really good too about getting ladies my age, older ladies, into cycling and trying to kind of steer them along the way.
You know, a lot of people come and they say, you know, I hadn't ridden my bike in a long time. I'm out of shape. I'll get to it, you know. Well, the best way to get started is just get on it. You don't have to go 100 miles. You don't have to go 20 miles. Go out and ride 2 miles.
And some bike
have
shops
the most fun.
and some cities are now renting bikes, you know. So I know Nashville is, Knoxville's getting ready too, and I know y'all have got you've got bike shops up in Morristown.
We do. We have Panther Creek Bike Shop.
Yeah.
It's right next door to Panther Creek.
You don't have to spend a ton of money. I always tell people that if you like to cycle, you've got to figure out who do you want to cycle with.
Yeah.
If you know that all your buddies like to go to the Silver Comet or they like to go the greenways on paved trails and they all have hybrids, well, you probably want to get a hybrid. If you have friends that are all on the dirt trails, you want to get a mountain bike because it does make a difference with the pace. Different bikes can go faster, correct?
Right. Well, different bikes can go faster on different terrains. The road bike's going to go faster on the road. The mountain bike's going to go faster
now,
on the
what kind
mountain.
of bike are you on right now?
This is actually, I guess you could call it a hybrid. It is
the wheels are
it's
bumpy.
a cyclocross bike. It's actually a cyclocross bike, but I've fitted mountain bike bars on it because that's what I'm more comfortable on.
Okay.
So it came with the curly bars, the road bars.
Right.
But
And most people would be more comfortable with that.
yeah, it
starting out.
is. I think I like this because your position opens your chest so you can breathe better. And then when it comes to handling it, if you're having to weave through things, if you want to go off-road a little bit, you could do that.
Right. Okay, we're going to march it out. We were going to do weights, and I'm almost out of time, but let me hand you, I've got your weights right here.
Okay.
All right, you're going to pedal easy for me, Adam, kind of like you're cooling down your legs. Okay. And then our upper body, to get a little in while I'm marching out, we're just going to do overhead press, back and forth. If you don't have weights, you can just use your own body weight. Almost make it as a range of motion movement. Good job. About 6 more. 3 more. Good job. 2. And 1. Okay, now relax those arms. And then we're going to do hammer curls back and forth. And Adam can do that. He's coordinated on the bike. Kind of keeping those elbows in tight. We'll do 3 exercises twice on this. And I always say at the end of the show, when we're done, you all get off the bike or off the step and stretch out another good 10 minutes. Okay, now with the weights, I'm going to do like a small flies. So my flies are going to look like this, kind of a bent elbow, very bent elbow, and just a little bit out and back. About 10 of these, a little bit tougher. 5 more. Good job. 4. 2 more. Now, keep it going back to those hammer curls. Good job. Adam, did you get a workout in a little bit?
I got a little bit. I see you sweating a little.
A few more of these. Okay, only 4 overhead presses. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to set my weights down. I'm going to get Adam's weight. You can get off the bike if you want to and come on over. We'll finish out the show doing a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So this is important, guys, because a lot of times we'll get tight. That's where you get your cramps and stuff in that hamstring.
Yeah.
Stretch it, hold it a little bit. That's where I guess the fuel and the water comes in.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and you can show off some of your
some of my scars.
your mountain bike scars.
Don't let this be a deterrent. I ride.
Well, you race.
Yeah, it's a little
You're
different.
racing. I'm over the racing. I like to go fast on occasion, but I'm over the racing, you know. Okay, good stretch of that hamstring. Hold it here a little bit. Good job, everybody. Okay, we're going to stand up, and I'm going to put an arm out here. Let's do our opposite leg and kind of stretch that quad a little bit. This is where I think hikers, mountain bikers get tight, that quad.
Oh, yeah. That's where you get the most sore in most cases.
Stretch that out a little bit. Okay, we're going to switch sides. I'm going to come on this side so we can both do the other side. Oh, right, real quick, I got to see how many steps we got. Oh, good. 5,000. We got 2,500. So, all right. Stretch it out like this. All right, guys. Remember, life is more fun when you're fit, so we got to keep on working out. Keep on working out. Good job. Big arm circles now. Woo! Stretch it out. See you next time on Fit and Fun.